İçimde Allah, dilimde Allah, zikrimde Allah, fikrimde Allah, aklımda Allah, aşkımda Allah, aslımda Allah, kanımda Allah. Hasbi Rabbi Cellallah, ma fi kalbi gayrullah, Nur Muhammed sallallahu, la ilahe illallah.
In the early 16th century, Europe was a continent in turmoil. The great Christian fortress of Rhodes had fallen to the Ottomans in 1522, regaining dominance in the Mediterranean Sea. With their naval forces now secure, the Ottomans redirected their focus toward mainland Europe. Their target, the Kingdom of Hungary, a fragile land rife with internal chaos. This video explores the Battle of Mohács, a significant clash that reshaped the region's history. This episode is dedicated to Imran Khan, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan who is currently facing great trials. May Allah forgive him, guide him, and relieve him of his tribulations. His steadfastness and dedication to justice are an inspiration to us all. At the end of this video, we have expanded this dedication. Please view, share, and like. We can all do our part to help Imran Khan, inshallah. By the early 1520s, Europe was deeply divided. The major powers, including the Holy Roman Empire and the Kingdom of France, were locked in bitter struggles for dominance. The Habsburg dynasty, led by Emperor Charles V, was particularly embroiled in conflicts over control of Italy. This perpetual feud left the Kingdom of Hungary isolated and vulnerable, which gave an opportunity for the Muslim superpowers of Europe, the Ottomans, to exploit. In 1521, Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent conquered the Hungarian-controlled city of Belgrade, signaling his intent to expand Ottoman influence into Central Europe. With the fall of Rhodes in 1522, Suleiman could now fully concentrate his resources on mainland Europe, setting his sights firmly on Hungary. The political climate in Europe was tense. In 1525, the Habsburgs of Spain and Germany crushed a French army at Pavia, capturing King Francis. Desperate to regain his lost territories and power, Francis sought an unlikely ally in Sultan Suleiman. This proposed alliance shocked Europe, as it united a Christian king with the Muslim sultan against a common foe. For Suleiman, this alliance bolstered his legitimacy as a European ruler and provided a pretext for his planned invasion of Hungary. Hungary, under the rule of King Louis, was in a state of decline. Since 1490, the country had been weakened by ineffective leadership and internal strife. King Vladislaus, Louis's predecessor, had sold royal estates to placate the nobility, inadvertently empowering them and diminishing centralized authority. The situation worsened in 1514 when a peasant crusade led by Gheorghe Doza spiraled into a full-scale revolt. The rebellion was brutally suppressed, but the aftermath left Hungary more divided than ever. King Louis, ascending to the throne in 1516, struggled to unite his fractured kingdom. Despite recognizing the Ottoman threat, his calls for unity went unheeded. By 1526, Hungary was a nation divided by enmity among its peasants, nobles, and the royal house, leaving it dangerously exposed to external threats. On April 23, 1526, Sultan Suleiman departed Constantinople at the head of a massive army, estimated to number between 50,000 and 100,000 men. This formidable force included elite janissaries, seasoned cavalry, laborers, and 300 cannons, all under the disciplined command of his trusted Grand Vizier, Ibrahim Pasha. The Ottomans embarked on an arduous 80-day march up the Balkans, battling torrential rains and flooding along the Danube River. Despite these challenges, Ibrahim Pasha's leadership ensured the army's advance. Upon reaching Belgrade, Suleiman sent Ibrahim ahead to capture the fortress of Petrovaradin. Ottoman sappers successfully detonated mines beneath the fortress walls, allowing the Janissaries to storm in with minimal losses. With the fortress secured, the Ottoman army pressed on, crossing the river Drava and advancing towards Hungary. King Louis managed to muster an army of around 25,000 men, composed of Hungarians, Croatians, and Bohemians. He understood the strategic importance of the Drava River's mouth near the town of Osijek, but internal disputes hampered his efforts. The Hungarian nobles refused to follow the commands of his deputy, leading to disorganization and a missed opportunity to fortify a key defensive position. Instead, Louis led his quarreling army to a field outside the small riverside hamlet of Mohács. Here, the Hungarians set up camp, awaiting the Ottoman onslaught. On August 26, 1526, the Ottoman host reached Mohács, and the two armies prepared for battle. Our videos have garnered a lot of views, but few subscribers. We love making these videos for you so that we can all appreciate our amazing Islamic history. Stay tuned until the end for an exclusive look at rare historical artifacts from the Ottoman Empire. Now more than ever, we need to know our history, love our history, and teach this history to our children and families. If you are enjoying this deep dive into the Ottoman Empire's military tactics, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support is crucial in helping us bring these incredible stories to life and continue exploring the fascinating history of the Ottoman Empire. By subscribing, you become a part of our mission to preserve and share the rich legacy of our ancestors. Join us on this journey, and let's ensure that these timeless stories reach and inspire future generations. Thank you for your support. The sun was high on August 29th, casting long shadows over the plains of Mohács. The Hungarian forces, arrayed in two lines, faced a formidable Ottoman army. The first Hungarian line, composed of 10,000 infantrymen and mounted knights, stood ready, while King Louis commanded the second line, surrounded by 1,000 personal armored cavalry and additional troops. In contrast, the Ottoman army formed a three-tiered defense. The first two lines, led by Ibrahim Pasha, comprised 30,000 Rumelian and Anatolian cavalry, 4,000 Janissaries, and 150 cannons. The third line, under Sultan Suleiman, included 15,000 Janissaries and Sipahis, guarding the main artillery positioned within a fortified wagon circle. The battlefield was tense with anticipation. The Hungarian forces, hoping to exploit the Ottomans' afternoon prayers, launched a bold assault at 3 p.m. The sky filled with the deafening roar of Hungarian artillery. The first salvo aimed to disrupt and disorient the Ottoman ranks. The right wing of the Hungarian first line charged forward, a mass of steel and determination. The heavily armored Hungarian footmen, led by nobles like Pál Tomori and István Szapolyai, crashed into the Ottoman-Romanian lines. The Rumelian cavalry were elite Ottoman soldiers recruited from the European provinces of the empire, known as Rumelia. These seasoned warriors were renowned for their skill in mounted combat and played a crucial role in the Ottoman military strategy. Their primary function was to execute swift and decisive attacks, using their mobility to outmaneuver and overwhelm enemy forces. The Rumelian cavalry, caught off guard by the ferocity of the Hungarian assault, struggled to maintain their formation. The Hungarian knights, their lances gleaming in the sunlight, pierced through the Ottoman defenses, pushing towards the heart of the enemy formation. The air was thick with the acrid smell of gunpowder and the metallic tang of blood. Encouraged by the initial success, the second line of Hungarian mounted knights surged forward. These knights, clad in heavy armor and mounted on powerful war horses, joined the melee, encircling the Rumelian cavalry and driving them back. The Hungarian left wing, led by commanders like Bálint Torok and László Szalkai, pressed the attack, targeting the disordered Ottoman center. The clash of swords and the screams of the wounded filled the air, creating a cacophony of chaos and death. For a moment, it seemed the Hungarians might prevail. The Ottoman lines wavered and the Sultan's position was under threat. Suleiman, watching the battle from a vantage point, saw his forces being pushed back. However, the Hungarians' advance brought them within range of the Ottoman artillery fortress. Stay with us as we reveal the surprising turn of events that changed the course of the battle. A devastating volley of gunfire and cannonballs erupted from the Ottoman wagons, tearing through the Hungarian ranks. Men were ripped apart by the blast, their bodies thrown into the air like rag dolls. The Janissaries, elite soldiers of the Ottoman army, formed ranks around Suleiman and launched a counterattack. Among them were legendary figures like Hasan Aga and Mustafa Pasha, whose bravery became the stuff of legend. Hasan Aga, in particular, led a daring charge against the Hungarian knights, holding the line even as he was mortally wounded. Mustafa Pasha, known for his unwavering courage, fought valiantly, inspiring his fellow soldiers to stand firm. Their sacrifices rallied the Janissaries, who fought with renewed vigor, inspired by their fallen comrades' courage and faith. As they fell in battle, the Janissaries believed they were defending Islam and earning their place in Jannah, paradise, as martyrs, their names forever etched in the annals of heroism. These seasoned warriors, armed with muskets and scimitars, moved with deadly precision. The Hungarian knights, despite their bravery, were no match for the disciplined and heavily armed Janissaries. The tide began to turn as Ottoman reinforcements from the camp, including the Anatolian cavalry and more Janissaries, arrived on the battlefield. With Ibrahim Pasha at the helm, the Ottoman forces regrouped and prepared for a decisive counterattack. The Rumelian cavalry, reinforced and reorganized, moved to encircle the Hungarian knights from behind. Ibrahim, a seasoned commander, directed his troops with calm precision, his voice cutting through the din of battle. The Janissaries, bolstered by the arrival of fresh troops, advanced in disciplined formations. Their muskets fired in unison, a relentless barrage that cut down wave after wave of Hungarian soldiers. The battlefield was a scene of utter carnage. The once proud Hungarian knights, their armor splattered with blood and mud, were being systematically slaughtered. As the Ottoman counterattack gained momentum, the Hungarian forces began to falter. The second line of Hungarian infantry, led by commanders like Ferenc Batthyány and Miklós Zrínyi, tried to hold their ground but were overwhelmed by the sheer numbers and ferocity of the Ottoman assault. The Rumelian cavalry, now fully encircling the Hungarian knights, cut off any chance of retreat. The Janissaries pressed forward, their scimitars flashing in the afternoon sun. They hacked and slashed their way through the Hungarian ranks, their movements precise and deadly. Bodies littered the ground, the cries of the wounded and dying mingling with the clash of steel. The smell of blood and death hung heavy in the air. In the midst of the chaos, King Louis, seeing his forces being decimated, attempted to flee. He spurred his horse towards the Seli Brook, hoping to escape the slaughter. However, in the confusion, his horse stumbled, throwing him into the swollen waters. Encumbered by his heavy armor, Louis was dragged under, drowning in the muddy waters. His death symbolized the complete collapse of Hungarian resistance. The battle raged on, But the outcome was no longer in doubt. The Hungarian forces, surrounded and outnumbered, were systematically annihilated. The Ottoman cavalry swept across the battlefield, cutting down any who tried to escape. The Janissaries, relentless in their pursuit, showed no mercy. The ground was slick with blood and the air was thick with the stench of death. By the end of the day, the Hungarian army was destroyed. Estimates suggest that between 14,000 to 20,000 Hungarian soldiers were killed in the battle, with thousands more captured and executed. The battlefield at Mohács became a graveyard for the Hungarian nobility, a testament to the devastating power of the Ottoman war machine. Stick around to see how this battle changed the course of European history. The Battle of Mohács had profound consequences. The Hungarian army was annihilated, with estimates of 14,000 to 20,000 soldiers killed and thousands more captured and executed. Sultan Suleiman, initially incredulous at his swift victory, advanced to Buda, capturing the city with little resistance. Although he ordered the city to be spared, his troops looted and burned it, symbolizing the devastation wrought by the Ottoman advance. The Hungarian nobility, in disarray, elected two new kings, Ferdinand of Austria, supported by the Habsburgs, and John Zapolya, who sought Ottoman support. This division led to Hungary's partition, with the Habsburgs controlling the north and west, while the Ottomans and Zapolya dominated the central and eastern regions. The battle marked the end of Hungarian independence, transforming the kingdom into a battleground for Habsburg-Ottoman conflicts for centuries. For Suleiman, the victory at Mohács solidified his control over Hungary and established a new frontier with the Holy Roman Empire. The battle also left an indelible mark on Hungarian national consciousness, symbolizing a tragic loss that resonates to this day. Don't miss the final segment where we discuss the lasting impact of this battle on modern European politics. The Battle of Mohács stands as a pivotal moment in European history, showcasing the might and strategic brilliance of the Ottoman Empire. It reshaped the political landscape of Central Europe and set the stage for centuries of conflict. Before you go, be sure to watch the special dedication to Imran Khan at the end of this video. Join us next time as we explore another epic clash in Ottoman history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth historical analyses. Thank you for watching. We dedicate this episode to Imran Khan, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, who embodies the spirit of resilience and justice. His unwavering commitment to his country and his courage in the face of adversity inspire us to strive for justice and truth. May Allah forgive him, guide him, and relieve him of his tribulations. His legacy teaches us that true leaders stand firm in their convictions, regardless of the trials they face. Please share this video and message to spread awareness and support for Imran Khan in his time of need.